Hi everyone, welcome to another Friday Focus video. Today I'm again not starting a new mini-series, I'm just going to do a one-off card. And I'm using this die and stamp set combo from Simon Says Stamp. These are some stamps that I designed, and then I designed the dies as well. You can get them over at simonsaysstamp.com, and it's the only place you can get them. They're exclusive to Simon. So I'm going to start out with some watercolor paper, and I've cut this to 3 3/4 wide by 5 inches tall. And I'm using this stamp from Hero Arts and Basic Grade. This is the Garden Background stamp. I'm going to be embossing on the watercolor paper. So I'm going to first kind of coat the watercolor paper with this powder tool. Then I'll take my Versamark ink pad. Alright, and I'm going to press my watercolor paper onto it. Really want to make sure it gets pressed in there really well. The watercolor paper has a texture on it, and since this background stamp has a lot of little details on it, I want to make sure that those really get on there. Okay, won't be able to see much of it right now, but I'm going to take white embossing powder. Alright, now I'm putting out my craft sheet, and I'm going to be using 4 different colors of Perfect Pearls. I have Perfect Pearl, the actual color, Interference Green, Interference Blue, and Interference Violet. And I'm going to be painting these on kind of all over this watercolor paper. And because I've embossed with white embossing powder, it's going to resist the Perfect Pearl. So you'll see what I mean here in a minute. Okay, first I'm going to take my mini mister from Ranger, and I've labeled it for water so I know what it is. And I'm just spraying the watercolor paper just to give it a little bit of movement once I start putting things on there. And I'm opening up all the Perfect Pearls so that I have them ready to go. In fact, I might not even use that one because with the white embossing powder, I don't think it'll show up too much. So I think I'll just use those 3. Alright. I just have a Perfect Pearls brush, and I'm saturating it with some water in a glass off to the side, and I'm just picking up some of those Perfect Pearls and then making a nice watercolor out of it. So you can see that it resists all that color. Give me just a really pretty watercolor look. I can go in and add more color in areas that I think need color. Alright, and then I'm just going to let this dry. I used my heat tool to speed up the drying process. You can see that really pretty sheen on that. I'm going to bring in some more color because I really like the darker area right up here, you know, where it's getting a little more detail. So I'm going to pick up some more of that blue, make myself a nice pink color, and I'm going to see if I can drop in some more areas that are darker, just all throughout. Alright, now I'm going to take this die and I'm going to be cutting out a portion on the bottom of this. Alright, I'm getting this lined up just right on my Big Shot machine. And I'll just put that through and cut it out. That'll also help flatten out the watercolor paper. Alright, so now I have this shape that I can use on the front of my card. And I also have this piece that I cut out that I can use on something else. Okay, so I'm using taffy cardstock from Basil. I seem to be obsessed with it at the moment. And I'm going to place this right on here. Just like that. I'm just going to hold it in place just long enough to come in here and, well, actually I think I probably could stamp through it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just put this on with some foam adhesive. I'm using Hero Arts Mid-Tone ink in wet cement, and I'm actually going to stamp this on some scratch paper just to make sure that the stamp's going to work well. It's always good to do that when you're using a stamp you've never used before. Alright, I'm going to lay this out flat. Let's bring it in right here. Lovely. Alright, and now I'm going to go around the inside of that die cut shape and do dashed lines. Alright, and there's the card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. There's that really pretty sheen to it. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.